Okay, you know the rules. Robots paint, you guess. I give some clues along the way. Our first category tonight is Top 20 TV Sitcoms of the 1960s. This first one's kind of fun. I haven't thought about this show in a while. This sitcom is set in San Juan, Puerto Rico. The main character has an extraordinary ability due to her unique attire. The show starred a future Academy Award-winning actress. That's right, little did they know what a big actress she would become. The protagonist belongs to a convict, but often finds herself airborne. This is a funny show. Funny concept for a show. The character's flying ability is due to a combination of her lightweight frame and a specially designed habit. There you go, Rhombus. Good job. Yes, indeed. This is the Flying Nun. Sally Field, who played the Flying Nun, later described the role as both a blessing and a burden in her acting career. I think she had a hard time breaking out of that role. Everybody loved her as that so much. She had a hard time playing serious roles after that. All right. Well, I remember watching reruns of this one as a kid. Or maybe they were first run. I guess they were probably first run. This series involved a visitor from another planet living incognito on Earth. The alien uses his antenna to perform unusual feats. I guess that'd be antennae. The show's premise blends comedy with light sci-fi elements. The alien's real name is Expires 12 and a half. I don't remember that. But he's simply called Uncle Martin. You remember this one? Uncle Martin. I don't remember that other name. Expires 12 and a half. He lives with a newspaper reporter who tries to keep his identity a secret. All these sitcoms back then, you had to keep the crazy identity secret. There you go, Rhombus. You're getting them. You need all the clues, but you get my favorite Martian. Ray Walston and Bill Bixby. I don't know if you remember, it was Bill Bixby starred as the Martian and his human companion. There you go. That was number 19. Number 18. Now this, I kind of like this show. Madow's in the house. What's going on, man? The show features a pair of identical cousins with opposite personalities. I watched this. One cousin is proper and cultured, while the other is fun and free-spirited. I think one talks with a British accent, one's American. Both roles are played by the same actress. The show's theme song highlights their differences, from taste in food to social habits. I can't remember the song. I wish I could. I'm gonna have to Google that afterwards. Or I guess we don't Google things anymore. I tend to grok them. I don't know if you guys use grok or not, but I tend to grok things. Anybody know who this is? 1963 to 1966. Anybody remember? Same actress played both parts. Both cousins. This was the Patty Duke Show. Patty Duke. Does that sound familiar to anybody, Patty Duke? He was in a bunch of stuff after that. Patty Duke's real-life struggle with bipolar disorder made dual roles even more impressive. She was a natural. Let's get it dark. Gotta do some research on that subject. Number 17. A city couple relocates to the countryside. I can't really see it yet. The husband embraces farm life, while the wife misses the city. The show's theme song humorously highlights the characters' differing lifestyles. Farm living is the life for me. I just adore the city lights. Something like that. Yeah, Google that song. You get it. It's a rural spinoff of another popular 60s sitcom. The husband often finds himself at odds with his eccentric neighbors. There you go, Rhombus. You got it. Who are the actors? Anybody remember the actors? Green Acres is the correct answer. It ran all the way from 1965 to 1971, the late 60s. Anybody remember the actors? And, you know, it was actually a spin-off from Petticoat Junction, who does not make an appearance on our show tonight. One of my favorites. Eddie Albert and Ava Gabor, not Zsa Zsa. This was Ava. Ava. All right, I know you know the next one. I know you know. I know you know. A macabre but fun-loving family lives in a spooky mansion. They embrace the bizarre and unusual as normal. Here's the key clue. The family's butler bears a striking resemblance to Frankenstein. Well, Stuart hasn't. But hang on to that one, Rhombus. That may show up. Remember this? A disembodied hand serves as one of the most helpful household members. Thing, right? They often clash with the outside world's more conventional attitudes. And yes, you have it. It is the Addams Family. You know, it only ran for 3 years. Did you know that? 1964 to 1966. The series popularized the iconic theme song with the finger snaps. Remember that? I can hardly snap my fingers. There you go. The series popularized the iconic theme song. Let's see. I think I said all that. All right. Moving on to number 15. We're doing most famous, most popular sitcoms of the 1960s. We're counting them down. This show is a spin-off from a popular rural sitcom. Another spin-off. The main character is a naive and good-natured Marine. Okay. His catchphrase, yeah, this is the key, Shazam! Shazam! And that became an iconic catchphrase. He constantly frustrates his no-nonsense drill sergeant. You guys remember this one? This is one of the ones that, you know, started in black and white, and then the later series, the later filming was in color. The character first appeared on the Andy Griffith Show, but later became this spinoff. You remember the name of it? Anybody? How about the actor? The actor on the, I believe, the left. Anybody know? This is Gomer Pyle. Gomer Pyle. It was actually called Gomer Pyle USMC. Hey, Jason. There you go. There you go. Jim Nabors was the actor who played Gomer. Yeah. Very good. He had the really deep voice, right? Jim Nabors was famous for singing the national anthem. Well, I know you know this one too. A poor family suddenly becomes wealthy after finding oil. This is one of the more popular ones. They move from the Ozarks to a luxurious California mansion. Wildly popular show. Their rural customs clash hilariously with the high society life. There you go. Ty's in the house. Hey, Ty, Jason, Rhombus, Stuart. Good to see all you guys. I know Arena's in here somewhere too. The family's patriarch is Jed Clampett. The show's theme song tells their rags to riches story. Yes, it does. The Beverly Hillbillies is correct, you guys. Everybody's getting it. Buddy Ebsen. There you go. What was that show? Buddy Ebsen went on to do like a detective or something show, didn't he? What was that called? I can't remember what that was called. But yes, Beverly Hillbillies is the correct answer. The show was one of the most watched TV programs in the 1960s, topping the Nielsen ratings for 2 straight seasons. There you go. It ran from 62 to 71, so good long run, 10-year run. Wow. There you go. Doctor's in the house. The cement pond. Yes. Go watch Ellie getting some sun at the cement pond. All right. I know you know this one too. A comedy set in a German POW camp during World War II. Prisoners constantly outwit their bumbling captors. I know nothing. I know nothing. The camp's commander, Colonel Klink, is both stern and clueless. I've got the clues. Looks like Rhombus got it first. Doctor was right behind. The prisoners secretly run sabotage missions from the camp. That's right. Every show would be these different sabotage missions. The show's tagline, if you like World War II, you'll love Hogan's Heroes. I guess that's kind of funny. If you like World War II. Hogan's Heroes is, of course, correct. Despite the comedic premise, many of the show's actors were Jewish and had fled Nazi persecution. There you go. That's interesting. Oh, you mean the commander and the sergeant? Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Number 12. Okay, now this one's a little more obscure. I never watched this show. Maybe because it was early. It was 1959 to 1963. So I would have been very young. One of the first sitcoms to focus on teenage life. The lead character is a lovesick high schooler. Sounds like a good premise. Sergeant Schultz. Jason's got all the info. His best friend Maynard is a beatnik. This is Bob Denver making his debut. Maynard, played by Bob Denver, later is known for another show. Yes, he is. There you go. Doctor. I like that answer, Ty. 21 Jump Street. That was only like 25 years later. Maybe not that. Maybe not that long. Close to that. The show's portrayal of teen angst and romance was ahead of its time. Yes, later on, every show was about that. This was one of the first TV shows to break the fourth wall. with Dobie speaking directly to the audience. And it was actually called The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis. The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis. There you go. All right, I got this one, I think, in rerun. This was 61 to 63 now. So this is going back. Black and white only. Yeah, he was a beatnik. Definitely. This follows the comedic misadventures of two New York City cops. The title comes from their radio call sign. One cop is bumbling but good-hearted, while the other is more competent. Yeah, he played a beatnik, which is a little different than a hippie. It's pre-hippie. A beatnik is pre-hippie. The comedic situations often arise from their ineptitude rather than crime. The show's catchy theme song detailing their patrol area. I really don't remember this, but does anybody remember this? Yeah, it's Herman Munster. He was in it. I forget what's that gentleman's name. Oh, his name is Fred Gwynn, right? Fred Gwynn. The show's humor was heavily based on the contrasting personalities of the two main characters, played by Fred Gwynn and Joe E. Ross. And I stumped you on that one. It is Car 54, Where Are You? You remember that? That's what the lady always would say over the radio. Car 54, where are you? All right, never did. We're halfway home. A groundbreaking sitcom that blended home and work life. It is set in New Rochelle, New York. And it's also set in a Manhattan TV office. It follows a comedy writer balancing his career and his family. It features the talented Mary Tyler Moore as the writer's wife. Yeah, that's Mary. That's Mary. What was the show? What was the first show she was huge in? It ran for quite a while, 1961 to 1963. And it's famous for its witty dialogue and physical comedy, including iconic Ottoman trip. I don't know what that means. The iconic Ottoman trip. There you go, Todd. You got it. You think it's my Starlink or you think it's yours? Mine's showing okay transmission, so I don't know. Hopefully it'll work out. Maybe it's your internet. We're gonna cross our fingers. Let's get myself back up higher in the picture here. Next up now, I remember watching this one. This is a little more obscure. It wasn't the most popular. 1965 to 1967, but it was a cool show, sitcom, a comedy set in a fictional army fort after the Civil War. The troop's commanding officer is famously incompetent. The fort's Native American allies are just as hapless as the soldiers. There you go, Doctor! Known for its slapstick humor and running gags about cavalry life. The show often parodied Western tropes, poking fun at military life. The opening credits changed slightly between seasons, including a different fate for the falling soldier. I don't know what that means. But yeah, they had quite the ensemble cast in this. F Troop is, of course, correct. F Troop. You guys got it. Yeah, Murray, Amsterdam. How about that? Yeah, you got it. All right. I'm sure you know this one. A suburban housewife just happens to be a witch. She often tries to solve problems with magic, despite her husband's objections. The character's signature move is wiggling her nose to cast spells. Of course. Rhombus, I think you got it first. Seems like the internet's working okay. Hey, Stuart, Maddow, Doctor. Her quirky relatives frequently cause magical mayhem. I like that. Samantha and Darren's marriage is an ongoing battle between normalcy and supernatural chaos. Elizabeth Montgomery's nose twitch became one of TV's most iconic gestures. That's right, the mother-in-law. Oh my gosh, yeah, Ken Berry up there. Very good. Very good. Okay, well, I'm glad we're back in business. Bewitched, of course, 1964 to 1972. We went through two Darrens, though, right? We went through two Darrens, darn it. Didn't the first one develop an alcohol problem or something? Remember? Yeah, Dr. Bombay. That's out of the blue. That's good. Well, you know this one. Bet you forgot it, though. A parody of the spy genre created by comedy legends Mel Brooks and Buck Henry. So they're the ones who created this show. The bumbling secret agent always seems to luck his way to success. Famous for gadgets like the shoe phone and the cone of silence. Correct. Doctor. Agent 99 is his competent and patient partner. She was good looking, huh? Barbara Feldman. Yeah. Their nemesis is the evil organization. Who are the bad guys? What's the organization called? You guys remember? Of course, Don Adams plays Maxwell Smart. Yeah, I want a shoe phone too. Do you remember the catchphrase, would you believe? Would you believe? I'm trying to remember that. But who are the bad guys? Anybody remember the organization? It was classic. Nobody does. Chaos. Those were the bad guys, right? Chaos. That's a pretty funny show. The cartoon had a longer run, I think. Later. All right, number 6. One of the first sitcoms to focus on a single independent working woman. The protagonist is an aspiring actress in New York City. Remember that story? If I tell you who the actress is, you're going to know it. The show broke ground by depicting a young woman with career ambitions. You are correct. You are correct. You guys are cracking me up. Yes, that girl is correct. Who is the lead actress? You guys remember? She described the character as a role model for women pursuing their dreams. Is a modern girl. Remember, she always had the kind of mod outfits. Her dress is like big yellow and white squares. Oh, is that what I'm remembering? Dick Sargent, yeah. Mrs. Phil Donahue. Very good. Mrs. Phil Donahue is correct. Standing! Thank you for giving us the correct answer. Doctor is more obscure. All right, this one's too easy, but we'll do it anyway. Number 5. A beautiful genie is discovered by an astronaut on a deserted island. Despite her powers, she often complicates rather than helps. She was mischievous. She calls her master, Master. I'd like to be called Master. And lives in a bottle. And that's convenient too. Remember they used to lock her into the bottle? But now I had that one fast. I think he knew it was coming. He knew it was coming. Major Nelson often finds himself in hot water because of Jeannie's magic. And let's see, who's got the actress? Anybody's got the actress yet? Who played Jeannie? Who played I Dream of Jeannie? and get this is kind of an interesting fact that she actually had to wear less revealing costumes each year as the program kept getting renewed. They kept making her put less and less skimpy outfits, more and more modest outfits. Barbara Eden is correct. Very good. Very good, Doctor. All right. We're down to the top 4. This one is set in the small fictional town of... it's in North Carolina. I'm not going to tell you the name of the town. You're going to have to get the name of the town. The protagonist is a wise, level-headed sheriff. A little hard to see right now. Robots are going a little abstract. His bumbling but lovable deputy constantly causes trouble. The show is famous for its gentle humor and heartwarming stories. There you go. You got both things. Dr. and Andy Griffith is the show, the Andy Griffith Show, and Mayberry is indeed the town. And there was a later show, right? Speaking of, wasn't it Kim Berry? No. Who was in the later show? Mayberry RFD. Maybe that was Kim Berry. The whistling theme song is instantly recognizable. And of course, Ron Howard, who played the young Opie, grew up to be an acclaimed actor and film director. There you go. This is how Ron Howard got his start. Andy Griffith Show. Ran from 1960 to 1968. There you go. Number 3. Didn't realize it was so highly regarded. Can't tell what it is yet. No. It's a family of classic horror monsters that lives in a suburban neighborhood. They believe they are completely normal despite their bizarre appearance. The father resembles Frankenstein, while the mother is a vampire. The show's humor stems from the contrast between their creepy looks and their wholesome personalities. Now, yeah, you guys got it. Maybe Rhombus was first. Hey, and Jaws in the house. Jaws got it. Standing, or is that ya or ja? Ja or ya? We'll go with both. We'll use both. Alex is in the house. What's going on, man? So which came first, Addams Family or Munsters? Whose idea was it first? I don't know. I like Jason's giving us lots of extra info. Appreciate that. You learn something every day on Retro Rocket Live. Fred Gwynn played Herman Munster. There you go. The Munsters. According to the robots, the third most popular 1960s Sitcom. We're down to the last two. This is certainly one of my favorites. Can't remember if this started in black and white and changed to color or not. But this is about 7 castaways. They're stranded on a deserted tropical island. The group includes a movie star, a professor, and a millionaire couple. 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough. The tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. The minnow would be lost. Ah, yes. The show's theme song changed slightly after the first season to include the Professor and Marianne. That's right. The Professor and Marianne here on Gilligan's Isle. Can't quite hold that last note. Gilligan's Island is indeed current. Yeah, Mayberry RFP was Kinberry, hey? That's correct. Barney Fife, of course. Ronnie Howard. Little Ronnie Howard. All right, now this is a little interesting. The number one is going to be a little bit. Let's see if I can trick you. Lucille Ball stars as a widow trying to manage life and work. Not what you were expecting. Her comedic mishaps often involve her best friend and coworker. Now that lady is the same one from the first show. The show follows her character's transition from homemaker to working woman. It is the successor to I Love Lucy and kept Ball's comedic genius alive on television. There you go. Yeah. So it was almost called that. You know what? That's really close. But it actually was only called The Lucy Show. The Lucy Show. Which is interesting. But not I Love Lucy. That's a different thing. This is The Lucy Show. Lucille Ball became the first woman to run a major TV studio, Desilu Productions, during the show's run. Sabrina. She was the evil sister or twin. Was she a twin or just the sister? Or was she a cousin? Was she the cousin? Can't remember. Sister or cousin. Gladys Kravitz. Yes. Always trying to cause trouble. Definitely. Well, we appreciate all the extra information. Kind of added to the graph.